Alright, Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakah, HaKodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us his truth. While shalom to you all came to push the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity, Bahasham, Harakah, HaKodash. And pretty much, I just want to get a quick lesson, and I'm going to title this lesson, how pretty much, the long-awaited, some to the lines of the long-awaited, hope, that we've been hoping for, is fastly approaching, man. And that's, pretty much, that's what some of the signs of the times, really, of what's going on throughout the whole entire world, worldwide, pertaining to prophecy. And first and foremost, I'm going to get this in Second Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And we're here in these last days, through the grace and mercies of Yahweh Shemel Shai, that he woke us up to this knowledge for us to see and filter everything, that we see throughout this world, and measure it diligently through his word pertaining to, the prophecies, that, the times that he prophesied about, man, and, only those that's been given the understanding, the eyes salve, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear, for, for them to see, that this truth can, really break down the time, that they're living in, through the word, man. Can really, filter, through the Bible, and break down what time they're living in. But see, the majority of the world can't be able to do that, man. Because why? Because it wasn't meant for them, for the majority of our people to, to do so. But rather, a very small remnant, and through Yahweh Shemel Shai's, grace and mercy, he woke us up, and brought us forth to this truth, and are able to see what's going on throughout the whole entire world, man, and as well as understand what's going on, man. So the majority of people, has gotten their heads stuck up their asses, man, and have no idea what the fuck is going on. That's why when you see news like, how, how this new app, of Fed Now being established now, and how pretty much by July 1st is, they plan to get it, officially kick-started, but now they just, newly released this whole new Fed Now, application. When you go into, into the information of what the Fed Now really is, pretty much, everything, that, for example, like your bank accounts, anything that you want to purchase, it all has to go through this, this app, So, for example, the elder, Amon Gabar from the main camp, he did clear and beautiful lesson, I'm breaking down, what this whole new, Fed Now thing is, man, and pretty much, it's no coincidence how, the founder of the Cash App guy, he was found, fatally stabbed, and then, like a day after, like, a couple days after, the Fed Now app, just recently, just dropped and shit. Like, come on, man. You know, we ain't ignorant of Satan's devices, man, and we understand what time we're living in, because you can see everything is all falling in line according, to prophecy, man. You know, we understand, how everything is getting ready to lead to, to Revelation 13:16 on down. To where Esau, caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive what? To receive this, his mark, and and beginning with the elders and apostles, in great Jerusalem, the information has been diligently brought to, your attention all throughout, the decades, man. On pretty much how, a specific device is going to tie in to where, you're going to have to be, it's like, to where you're going to, I don't want to say you, but to where pretty much to where it's going to be made mandatory, in a new system, to where you have to, be able to buy or sell, and, all throughout the years, the information, the breakdowns, the etymologies, breaking down pertaining this specific prophecy has been brought out, man. But see, majority of our people, have refused it, man. But, at the end of the day, it's only for the elect anyways for them to, get it, man. But, Mr. to the point, how, how we're seeing these things, and it's, another step, and day closer, to the appearance of our Lord, man. Because everything that's happened throughout the whole entire world, the Lord has prophesied it for it to happen, 2,000 years ago, man. And we're seeing it unfold before the whole entire world's very eyes, man. But see, the world ain't, ain't able to catch it, man. But only a very small sanctuary are able to catch it and understand, and trace it back to the Lord, man. Through His words, man. That's how you're able to measure the times diligently. This is verse 1 in 2nd Ezra chapter 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I had told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made. And we're able to understand, that the Lord spoke of these things. Remember that the Lord, spoke of these things, man. And that it's queuing, more and more closer to the day of, of His return, of His appearance, man. And that's what, ain't nobody on this world, except for the election, is truly expecting, man. Well, if anybody, if anybody is expecting, the Messiah to come back, majority of the people are expecting, pale skin, a fucking long hair, blue eyed, a man coming down from the heavens, man. And they gonna be completely, what's the word? Just completely, shocked, man. At the, the truth, of the true appearance of the power, man. All these years, they would have never expected, a so-called black man come down from the heavens, man. Him to be, that's when the world, ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. His true name is Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is, the signs of the times that we're living in, and these, signs, are for us, to filter through, His word, for us to understand that He is the one that spoke of these things, man. For us to understand, and, ultimately, truly understand that He is, They spoke of these things before they happened. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. This is Isaiah 43. Man, I'm stuck here. Stuck here, man. Lucky, man. Just bear with me. Yeah, Carl, this is Isaiah 46. Just like it. Sorry, verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times of things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So these prophecies was declared, before, the establishment of most nations that, that came and went. And here we are in the, in these final last days, we're seeing the full effect, the very end, of the fulfillment of all Yahweh Shemashai's prophecies, man. All we're truly waiting for, well, it's like, let's just say, see, one of the main, prophecies, that we're truly waiting for, is the manifestation in, it's like the implementation of the MOTB, because see, we know what's coming after that, man. Everything's gonna hit fast, Jacob's trouble, World War III, and this whole place being destroyed, and ultimately, the appearance of Yahweh Shai, man, and babying up his election, which is, all key prophecies right there, man. You know what I'm saying? But you see, these signs that we're seeing now is all, leading up towards, these chain of events. Everything, what's been transpiring, in the second half of this, new year, so-called, 2023. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going by fast. Like the times and the days are just straight flying. Because ultimately, more and more of Yahweh Shemashai's prophecies and his words, is being fulfilled. Day by day, by the day, man. And here comes verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times of things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So we see, in these last days, prophecies being fulfilled, filtering them, the news what we see in the world, and and tracing them back, towards the word of Yahweh. But Shemashai, we understand that the Lord is truly who he is, by him, by truly understanding, his word, on what he prophesied, on what will happen in the latter days, and we're seeing these things, man. So it's a blessing that that we're even able to to see and understand, and as well as break it down and teach it, man. So give all praise to Yahweh Hashem outside for that, man. But yeah, come, man. That's something like a short, quick lesson. So I pray and hope that all your brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I say shalom.